Hello, candle lovers. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Greg, and this is all about candles. I have a review for you today from Bath & Body Works. This is Honey Wildflower. I really like this packaging. I think it's so pretty and vibrant. I really liked this little collection of fall candles. It also had sunrise woods in it and together weather, which I actually really liked. Really nice packaging. I like that Bath & Body Works offered some sort of lighter, more floral fall fragrances. I do feel like I get a little weighed down in the fall time with all of the spices and all of the gourmands. I think all the companies could stand to do some more sort of berries in the fall. I would love to see more berry candles coming out in the fall time from everybody. But what Bath & Body Works did this year is this collection, I feel like they released a lot of summer into fall kind of transitional candles, and I would definitely put this in that category. Getting into the scent notes, we've got crisp pear, fresh wildflowers, and sweet honey. And this has a very body care vibe to me. Very classic, like Bath & Body Works body care type situation. It almost smells like it's already in like lotion form. Do you know what I mean? But it's really nice and really lovely. Just a super classic fruity floral from Bath & Body Works. I like the floral note in this because it's wildflower, you don't really pick up on anything specific like a gardenia or a lilac. It's a fairly like nondescript body care floral note, but it's quite lovely. And I do pick up a little bit on the pear, although if pear wasn't listed in the scent notes, I really don't think I'd be able to pick it out. And you do get like a touch of honey in the base of this. Like the top notes are sort of like the floral and the fruity pear and wildflower concoction. And then in the base, you do have a nice sort of smooth, sweet honey. What I really appreciate about it is that it's not like a sort of urine smelling honey like I feel like we often get from Bath & Body Works, at least to me. Honey and apple fragrances from Bath & Body Works could be really hit or miss for me, but this one's really lovely, and I feel like it's a nicely balanced candle and fragrance. Certainly nothing like groundbreaking or super duper original, but it was perfectly lovely. And you know, I actually found myself reaching for it a little more often than I thought I would. So I don't really have any qualms about the fragrance. The performance though was really not great. I mean, I'd say that the strength and throw on this got to like a 6. Maybe if I'm being generous, in my bedroom, I'd say it got up to like a 6.5. In my more open area though, it was pretty lost, ranging from like a 5 to a 6. It did have a presence about it. I feel like if a candle has a presence and you can at least notice it's there, you sort of start at a 5 for strength and throw. Do you know what I mean? And so this sort of oscillated from a 5 to a 6.5 depending on the space that it was in. Like if I had my windows open, you know, I'm getting to the point now in fall here in Calgary where my windows are closed a lot more often than usual. And so, you know, I feel like I would have picked up on this a lot more if it had been any stronger. But I mean, even in a bedroom, window shut, it was maybe a 6.5 if I'm being generous. So not great strength and throw. And I had some burn issues with this. I don't think that I ever let it burn any longer than I should have. And I just looked at it when it got down to, yeah, about here is where I'm at. When it got down to there, I just looked at it and it was getting really sooty and dark and murky. And so I put the rest of this in my candle crock. And it really didn't, I feel like maybe a lot of the fragrance oil and the wax had already been released by the time this started to happen, and I put it in the candle crock. And so even in the crock, I didn't feel like I was getting that much out of it. Like, still maybe only a 6.5 if I'm being nice. So unfortunately, the performance was really underwhelming for what I thought was a pretty unoriginal but also lovely fragrance. A lot of people really like this one, and I can see why. It's been coming out. It's coming out for a while. It hasn't come out in candle form that recently, but I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years ago it did. Yeah, and I mean, not a repurchase for me. Would I recommend it? Yeah, I think so many people like this fragrance. It's obviously got a little bit of a following. So if you, if you like the fragrance, I guess I'd recommend this candle with like, with the sort of asterisk that you're gonna wanna burn it in a small space, and be careful once you get down to the last third. Like I said, I really don't know what. I was not letting it burn for so long that this should have happened. And then, you put it in a candle crock and the whole thing just gets completely messed up. And so I would be hesitant to fully recommend it, but I've seen a lot of reviewers that have really enjoyed it and thought the Strength and Throw was good enough for them. And so, if you like the fragrance in store, it is still available. If you like the fragrance in store and you like a sort of lighter candle, maybe I could recommend this. But for me, it's not going to be a repurchase, but it was all right. It was all right. That's all I have for you folks today. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can follow me on Instagram at allabootcandles. Email me your burning questions at allabootcandles@gmail.com. If you could hit me up with a like, a comment, subscribe to my channel, that would mean the world to me. And until next time, my dear candle-loving friends, let's burn some candles and bitch about it. Thanks, folks. Bye now.